Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for Pluto transits Aquarius. This is going to be an extremely long transit. This is a major transformation that is taking place throughout the sign of Aquarius. So you can look at Aquarius in your natal chart and see what houses that represents for you and get additional information. But this is just right now, this is just a check in on where the energies are as far as this transit goes. Pluto is just barely at like one less than 2 degrees or almost hitting the 2 degree mark of Aquarius. This is going to be an extremely long transit. This is going to be going through the transformation through the sign into the year 2044. It started in 2024, so it's almost a 20-year cycle of this transit. We're going to take a look at where the energy is right now and what we see taking place. Again, take what resonates, release what doesn't. This is for the sign of Virgo. So let's see what energies want to show up for you. So for you, Virgo, this is about moving forward. This is about taking action. I feel embarking on a new path because with Pluto in that sign, it is a transformation and it is taking us out of that old paradigm, that old mindset, that old vibrational frequency into a higher frequency. So there is, for everyone involved, there will be lots of transformation. It is going to be a major transformation, big life changing cycle of their life. And, we all have free will, so we can. Uh, make that transformation and that transit easy, or we can make it hard. It's more about going with the flow. It's also more about tapping into, and I've talked about this many times, leading forward or moving forward with integrity, with authenticity, with truth, with clarity. Uh, Anything other than that, there will be blocks, delays, things like that. But I feel what I'm seeing right here is someone moving forward. So let's see what other energies want to show up. I'm seeing someone embracing, I feel, this transformation. Manage your time. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I feel like somebody has shifted, or this transformation is shifting the energy of what they invest their time, energy, and effort into. And I feel like they are evaluating what they're moving forward towards. I do feel a strong sense. I'm seeing the portal right here. I'm also feeling this is a portal, but I'm also feeling the moon with this in this energy. So I'm feeling like somebody is moving forward, managing their time better, be more mindful of what they're investing their time, energy, and effort into. But I do feel like with the direction they're heading doesn't necessarily show up as clear, right? They cannot necessarily see the way forward or what it looks like moving forward, that sort of energy. I feel like that's something that's going to unravel, unfold, develop through the process of this transformation. So let's keep moving forward, moving forward. Let's keep doing that. Let's see what the next energy is that wants to show up. This is for the sign of Virgo. This is for the Pluto transit Aquarius. This part of the journey, like I said, we're very new. This is like right now feels a little bit more familiar than other parts of this transit is going to be, if that makes any sense to you, because we Pluto has covered this ground, has gone retrograde, and is now direct again. So we've kind of gotten like you know I'd say since November of last year, we've kind of gotten like a heads up or a quick glimpse into things that we're going to be shifting, changing, and going through a major transformation. Next card that comes up is the virtue of humility. I feel like this is about an ego death. I've seen this card come up several times in several different readings. So I am feeling like there is some, or was some sort of an ego death where somebody, I just feel an ego death where there was something that had to be released, go through a transformation. some sort of cycle like that is how I'm feeling. Virtue of humility, and it does straight up say control your ego, embody modesty. So I kind of feel over the course since November of last year, there has been, I feel an ego death where somebody has shifted and changed something I feel internally. Um, I'm Pride is a good thing, but it can be a bad thing. I'm kind of feeling along that line is where this is talking about, where that, yeah, that's gone through some sort of a major transformation. Make work fun. Again, I'm seeing a portal. Like in here, like this could have been where someone was lost in la la land, delusional, illusions, that sort of energy. It just gives me that, like, I feel strong ego death. Take that as it resonates, release what doesn't. The faithful way, and there's that energy, and I feel that turbulence of the feelings, the water, the emotions, the relationships, that sort of energy having undergone or is undergoing some sort of shift and a change. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're moving forward, more mindful. Again, it feels more mindful of where you're investing your time, energy, and effort. And you could have took great pride or really, I'm almost feeling like put something on a pedestal, like really praise the situation, and ultimately I don't feel like it worked out like that. I feel like there could have been some delusion or confusion or something in regards to that, and that's what I feel that ego death is talking about. But that now I'm seeing the make work fun. So I feel like this is like investing your time, energy, and effort into things that are more inspiring, creative, authentic, genuine, sincere is the energy it's giving me. I feel like someone's moving forward. Like I feel with a whole new set of standards. I feel like with new structure, having structure and discipline. Again, I'm feeling with what they're investing their time, energy, and effort into. And I feel like with greater discernment for whatever you take what resonates, release what doesn't. But anyhow, let's keep moving forward. And moving forward, they're moving forward from the Seven of Air. This is where I'm feeling all of that energy from before. Seven of Air talks about it's not a pleasant energy, but I do love to see it with the moving forward. That's what it's clarifying. So it is telling me someone's moving on from sneaky situations or connections that were sneaky, underhanded. The Seven of Air quite often talks about lying, stealing, cheating, manipulating, trying to get away with something. I'm feeling that moon energy right there as well, where I feel like, what was hidden was brought to the light. It did open up the opportunity in this portal for a change, for a shift, to move away from that. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? And making mindful choices and decisions, even though it could have been very challenging to make whatever choices and decisions were made, because I'm feeling with that virtue of humility, like it was an ego death for someone, and not everybody deals with that well. They really don't, I'm just saying it is what it is. Ace of Fire is at the bottom of the deck. So this is talking about, in order, look at this. This is gorgeous. The Ace of Fire to the Fool card to the Messenger of Earth, right? I feel like this did shift. Like it feels like to me like this awareness, this revelation, this seeing something that was maybe not seen before. Making choices and decisions is going to allow somebody, um, that opportunity to start new, to do things differently, to handle things differently, even to see things differently, right? But I do feel strong energy, especially with both of these together with this new beginning, because this is what this is all about, a new beginning, taking a leap of faith. And I talked about that right there, where I could see where there were part of the future that someone couldn't see, the path that they didn't um, necessarily realize, right? or recognize or know what it would turn out to be. When we got the messenger of earth to the ace of earth, another ace, and then the four of fire. So I feel like this news or information and this transformation for you is helping you to first and foremost embark on a new chapter, have this new beginning. We did see two aces, so the ace of earth and the ace of fire. So I feel like taking action, new ways of taking action, or new action being taken. I feel like this is in regards to your physical realm. So it can be your job, your resources, your finances. It can be within relationships as well, where somebody is moving forward and they're moving differently. I'm feeling like establishing boundaries, enforcing boundaries, stronger discernment skill set. I'm feeling as well after whatever this was. Let's keep moving forward. Let's keep moving forward. I do feel like it is with the Fool card there. That is the very first card in tarot, right? It is the card number 0, where it's like a total reset. Like this is a reset in a certain direction or an area or a part of someone's life. I feel like leaving behind the lower vibrational things, you know, surrounding Seven of Swords, sneaky, underhanded people, situations like that. Wow, look at this. The Fortune's Wheel, card number 10. I love to see this because you can see the future. When you're looking at this energy, I can see the future of this energy is talking about moving into something, some sort of a celebration, I feel, of stability, financial stability, relationship stability. I feel like it takes off quite quickly with the Eight of Fire. That is a fast moving energy. Yeah, look, another ace. Eight of Fire, the Six of Water, and the Ace of Water. So I'm feeling eight of fire. I'm sorry, Eight of Fire, Six of Water, Ace of Water. I feel like this really catapults forward once there is this recognition of something that happened in the past. Like this is an acceptance, a healing, that sort of energy with the Six of Water. And I feel like this is bringing you forward to the Ace of Water. I can see it. I'm not going to pull them because they're too far down. But the next two, if this is in regards to relationship, for someone, I could see a loyal, long-term connection coming in. Hierophant is that blessing of that. The Ten of Water, Two of Water. This is a connection, a union, to happily ever after. This is a law of success. Two tens out here. Really big energy showing up there. But I feel like this is talking about this change, right? Because the Fortune's Wheel always talks about a cycle changing, shifting, moving. And I'm feeling like there is a big change that is taking place. I believe Jupiter is sitting in the sign of Cancer right now. So that could, that really indicates that shift in that change and that wheel turning when it comes to our foundation. I did see a card in here, the Four of Fire, that showed up as well, where it was talking about that celebration of a home, a family, a connection, just a celebration of something solid and stable showing up. So that's really nice. I feel like this is where the wheel is turning and it's like leaving behind that lower vibrational energy, and like I said, acclimating and falling into or moving into the flow of this new. Even I just don't feel like you could, like, even on your wildest dreams, envision what this is going to roll out looking like. Like this could go above and beyond expectation, wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, that sort of energy. But it all lies with choices, decisions, and perseverance, along with a lot of other things, right? Like them boundaries, establishing, enforcing, and releasing as well. Next card that comes up is Justice. Ooh, all right. So it's interesting, right? Virtue of humility, and then the Justice card clarifying this. I'm also liking to see two major arcana cards in order, 10 and 11. So I can already see that in the past, and we can see that right here with the seven of air, that there was an injustice. And it just feels like the timing is here right now for that justice to be served, for the scales to be balanced, for things to come into balance, for choices. And this is a choice in regards to a path or a direction. And it's interesting to see because I feel like, even though I did feel up here, and I still do feel that energy of you don't necessarily know the way forward, I feel like you are being uh, gifted, granted, signs, synchronicities, whatever it is that illuminate the way forward. Seven of Earth, into what you direct your time, energy, and effort into. I feel whatever this is brings you a lot of emotional joy, satisfaction, stability as well. Two big cards showing up just like that. So I do feel like this cycle is kicking off for you with change that will ultimately bring justice and the scales being balanced as a result of a seven of air, which is a betrayal in the past. There's something that was hidden from you. It was just a sneaky, it was definitely an injustice. Let's leave it like that. All right, let's keep moving forward and let's see what make work fun looks like for you. Let's see what this make work fun for you looks like. Oops, what energy wants to clarify? Make work fun. The High Priestess and the Star. More major, look at this, one, two, three, four major arcana cards. Pretty big deal right here. So I feel for you the scales being balanced. I'm feeling with the star card in two ways. One, I feel like there is a major healing that's taking place. The star does represent the sign of Aquarius. That is the major arcana card for the sign of Aquarius. So again, you can, I feel that alignment, right? And then I see the high priestess right here. So I feel like this is someone who's really trusting their higher self, their intuition, the direction they're being guided and led into, because this is majorly life changing. By trusting that intuition, by moving forward, by doing the healing and utilizing like that experience, that situation, whatever that is, I feel in order to help them grow and glow. I don't know why I'm feeling it, grow and glow. With the star card, I do feel like there is that. Again, this is a major wish fulfillment as well. Like I said, I do feel that energy of really tapping into something beyond what someone could imagine or believe. Messenger of Fire is at the bottom of the deck with the Page of Fire underneath that, and then the Three of Fire. So I do feel like there's a lot of action going to be taken, a lot of movement that's happening. I also feel like a lot of your drive, your ambition, whoever I'm talking to, maybe you felt really stuck, stagnant, not motivated, that fire hasn't been burning like for you to do move forward, to do something, to embark on something. Um, I feel like you are, though. I definitely feel that. Underneath that was the Nine of Earth to the Ace of Earth. So I am feeling that energy of whatever this news or info. It feels like whatever this betrayal was that gets revealed to you really lights a fire underneath your ass, is how I'm feeling about this. It really, instead of, you know, I'm feeling that ego death all wrapped into this as well, where yes, maybe something, kind of took you down a notch or something like that, or it does feel like that. Like it does feel like there's been some sort of an ego death, right? Pride come before the fall, right? Maybe you were I feel like you were invested in something that you were proud of because you believed in it. And I don't doubt your sincerity from what I'm seeing here. I just doubt that like there is this underhanded energy with the connections you were in or the people you were associating with or something like that. um, and it's almost like working side by side if this is a job with, someone that you feel is your teammate, this, that, and the third thing. And, they're taking all your ideas, they're taking, watching how you do things, and they're copying your way of doing things, and then showing out like it was all on their own. That sort of energy, it gives me a deceptive energy like that. Again, I feel like there could have been pride in you feeling like you had a team, a teammate, or a team, a person that you worked with that stepped up to the plate, and yada yada yada. I don't feel like it was. I feel like it was all smoke and mirrors. I feel like they were just watching, copying, imitating, that sort of energy, and really weren't bringing things to the table. I'm kind of feeling, and I'm not trying to stroke anybody's ego, absolutely not, but I am feeling this energy of someone really having to go it alone, right? They take that ego death where they're tried working together as a group, as a team, as a something like that, and I just feel like they were being sabotaged. Like, they say something, you say something, think something, or question something, and then someone would snatch that and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was their idea, like it was their plan, like it, whatever this was, there was something deceptive and underhanded happening behind the scenes. I feel like someone has caught this out. I feel like this is done and over. This is where the change is. This is where that energy gets left behind. I do have a feel. I just feel on a collective level, like all the energies in general. I've been saying this for a very long time about what the frequency of Aquarian age would look like, and it would be challenging. Like I very confidently sit right here and say liars, cheaters, stealers, manipulators are not going to do well in Aquarian age, because the energy won't support that, where they'll be caught out quick, where they'll be discovered, shown, their mask being ripped off their face. Like, I feel like, and that's going to be a challenge for people who have spent their entire life creating, building, and getting whatever they've got through those tactics. Those tactics are not going to work anymore. So there, it's going to be, like changing lifelong patterns, behaviors, thought process, and on top of it, having to do the shadow work, the work on healing themselves, which even brought them to invest in that kind of energy and tactics. So, big, big change from Piscean age to Aquarian age. And here Pluto is kicking it off, saying, I'm here to clear it all out. And that's exactly what's going to happen over the next 20 years. So, energy flows where my intention goes, and I do feel like this is you focusing more on the future, like not necessarily seeing it, but investing your time, energy, and effort into what you're looking to achieve, to accomplish, to grow, to move forward into. Hope is the conduit for miracles. And yeah, I don't feel like someone that I'm looking at, whoever I'm talking to right now, I don't feel you are investing your energy into the anger, frustration, aggravation, the annoyance of what this was. I kind of feel like you're looking at it, you're, being honest and true to yourself, seeing the situation for what it really is. When you know better, you do better. And I feel like you're going to accept and heal that energy and be able to move forward onto bigger and better things without keeping yourself caught up in a loop of trying to figure out why somebody would be out there doing the most to cause other people an injustice, because justice is being served in the situation regardless. And I just feel like someone's not investing their time worrying about that justice being served. They just have faith and believe and know that it is happening. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me towards right minded thinking and the energy of love. And absolutely, the Aquarian age is a much higher frequency. Like I said, there are a lot of people who are really going to struggle with, you know, falling into the ebb and flow of the Aquarian energy. And that's, like I said, many reasons for that could be because they have spent an entire lifetime building, creating. Well, not really, I don't even feel like saying creating. I feel like stealing creations, right? Or manifesting themselves a life based on other people's work or stepping on other people to get ahead, or through manipulating, lying, cheating, stealing, deceiving, that sort of energy that's not going to be sustainable for the future. I choose to learn through love, and I feel like this is love for self, loving of knowing that you are worth more, and if people can't treat you right, that's fine. You don't have to like it, you don't have to tolerate it. And that's all right, right? This is about releasing and surrendering, looking at those things and just knowing, like, that's not for me. I'm not interested. Like, I say this all the time. I've been saying it for so many years. I like people I can trust with my back turned and my eyes closed, right? My eyes closed and my back turned. Those are the kind of people that are worthy and deserving of being in your energetic field. These are the kind of people you would like to align with, right? And it's like cutting out any that are not. The next card that shows up, and this is from the Universe Has Your Back. So these are just messages that are just here for guidance, and what the universe wants you to know through this transformation, or through this part of this transformation, because this is a long transformation in a transit. I'm going to try to come back like every 3 months with this reading, just to update where the energy is and what part we're going through. But for right now, this is where the energy is showing up. In any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So this is about going within, being mindful, doing that inner shadow work, like I said, healing, that sort of energy in order to evolve and come out of. I feel like it was that energy of the ego death, so bruised ego, I'm kind of feeling, and the betrayal, like knowing like you had someone's back that didn't have yours. That's not a pleasant experience. I'm kind of feeling like just seeing somebody with their mask off, right? Now you can't unsee once you see. So that's just how it is. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams, and I do agree with this 100% because it's showing up out here already, where you are being led into a direction that is going to bring something in. I feel like that is beyond your wildest dreams, like even bigger than you could have, even not that you could have dreamed about, but I feel like that you did dream about. I feel like this is something bigger and this is something better than you could have even anticipated. Like, I feel like it shows up tenfold what your biggest wish and dream could have been. So this is about leading with love, staying in that internally, like internally, your chakras in balance, you feeling good on the inside, seeing it reflect on the outside, seeing the manifestations come through. So let's pull a couple more energies on what the universe has your back has to say. The next one is I choose to learn through love. This card showed itself on the bottom and then it is showing up again. I feel this is for love of self, right? Appreciating, respecting yourself and your boundaries and your knowing your worth. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. And I do feel like someone has surrendered and let go of all that, whatever that low vibrational energy was, deceptive, sneaky. And you don't even always need to necessarily catch somebody straight up. Like I've said that, I say this all the time again because I definitely practice this. If someone's energy is off or gives me a weird vibe, or I see somebody starting to move funny, I'll really step right aside. You just do you, boo. You keep moving, but I'm gonna take myself right out of this equation because I don't like sneaky behavior. I just already have seen, learned, I guess, in through, and I'm sure many of you have as well. that leads to nowhere good. And so once you see it, you can't unsee it. And look, I surrender to a power greater than me. Beautiful energy showing up to end this reading. And then the bottom of the deck says, through prayer, meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. This is somebody who is sidestepping, and I don't mean they're avoiding it. I mean, like, they're just taking themselves out of an equation where there is behaviors or patterns or things that are just not in alignment with the person that I am reading for. The person I am reading for, like I said, this person wants to move forward authentically in an honest, transparent way. They want to do the work, get the reward. This isn't somebody who's looking to step on someone else to get where they want to go in life. This is somebody who's investing the time, energy, and effort into um, working towards what they want to achieve and receive. And I do see it happening. I do see this change and happening for this person. So I do hope this serves you well. I thank you for being here. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And thank you. I'll see you on the next one.